Welcome back, friends, and hi to another episode of Let's Talk About Skam. If you're new here, this is a series where I revisit episodes of Skam and then just talk about everything and review everything. Yes, there will be spoilers if you have not seen Skam before, so maybe go check it out and then come back. Today I'm going to be talking about Skam France Season 2, Episode 11, and we have a ton to talk about. Well, not really, it's going to be short. Okay, so let's get started with a recap. So our girl Manon thinks she and Nico, Charles's brother, did it, and Charles doesn't know anything, and they just reconnected in the last episode. Well, before the last episode, the episode before, and it's implied, by the way, that Charles snooped through Manon's computer in the last episode. It was a cliffhanger, so I felt the need to mention that, but he didn't, obviously. We already know that. Okay, so the beginning of this scene is Charles writing Manon's essay for her article. I need to find someone who would do my homework for me when I'm depressed. It's a very short, very sweet scene. Charles writes Manon's article like the perfect boyfriend he is at the moment. Okay, so next scene, Charles is watching Manon sleep. So Manon wakes up to Charles watching her sleep. Okay. It's kind of parallel to Manon watching Charles sleep in that earlier episode when they first got together and they're in bed. And they're being a couple in bed. I mean, I would be creeped out if someone was just sitting there watching me sleep, watching me drool. But anyways, Charles asks how Manon's feeling, and Manon replies like the worst girlfriend. That kind of irked me for a second, but I guess it makes sense that Manon would be feeling guilty about everything, because that's Charles's brother, and she thinks that they did something. But I hate that she feels like that. It sucks so bad. Moving on, Charles is telling Manon that she needs to go to Emma's house for her birthday party because it's your birthday and you gotta get out of the house. So he picks out a dress for her.
Attention. A brief message from me, Delia. For some reason, for the next 30 seconds, I start talking about an episode from my favorite childhood show. I don't know what happened here. I guess I got tired of talking about Skam France Season 2 Episode 11 2 minutes in. Anyways, I decided to keep this in. Enjoy, besties. Follow me on Instagram.
Oh my god, in this episode, okay, so we have Alex, and she's trying to get her dad's attention because he has all his attention on Max, who was turned into a little girl. I can't remember how that happened, but that happened, apparently. And so she's like trying to get her dad's attention, but so she wears her old dresses, her old dress that she used to wear to school, and she was a little girl, she was like 5, and she wears them as a t-shirt, and everyone else is like, what the hell are you wearing? Ew. I'm like, that's kind of cute though. Okay, we're moving on now. It is later on, and Charles is driving Manon into Emma's place for the party, her birthday party. So in this scene, Manon doesn't tell Charles that she loves him, because in OG, I remember Nora telling William that she loved him in this scene, like before he dropped her off at Ava's place for the celebration, but she doesn't tell him now. So I'm pretty sure they're saving it for later episodes, maybe when Charles is leaving, and so she tells him she loves him just so he can stay. Hopefully that's the case. So now we're out of the car. Manon is still pretty sad, and to make it worse, she gets a message from Nico reminding her about their meetup later. I hate this guy. He's such an asshole. Now we're on to the next scene. After some sad slow motion shots, Manon is celebrating her birthday with her friends, and this is a really cute scene. It's very cute. Daphne and Lexi are singing happy birthday to Manon, but Manon is not into it because she is upset, of course. She's trying to hold it in. She's trying to smile for her girls, but it's bubbling up. And it gets even worse when Emma starts reading the article that Charles actually wrote, and that's when Manon just starts tearing up and just starts breaking down again. And it's so sad because, oh god, she knows that Charles wrote it for her because she starts crying. She's thinking of him and she's thinking about how guilty she is and what happened with Nico. She doesn't know what happened, and everything is confusing and sad. Okay, they ask what's wrong when Manon starts crying because they're obviously not happy tears. And Manon tells them about Nico the pedo. Manon says she doesn't know what happened, and then she reveals that she wasn't a virgin because Daphne says, well, wouldn't you have known if something happened? You would have felt different since you haven't done it before, right? And Manon's like, no, I have done it before. And then she talks about her old boyfriend. She tells her friends. I can't remember if Nora told her friends an OG Skam. I don't think she did. I'm pretty sure she just told William at the end of the season. I don't know how I feel about this. I guess I don't have to feel it because it doesn't really change anything. Really. But she didn't have to tell them everything. She didn't have to go into her life story with them. She could have just said, oh yeah, I was in a virgin. I had a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, and that's the end of that. End of story. So the girls all reveal that they all know about her and Charles. And then they're like, man, you ain't slick. We already know. And she says, oh, Alexia, you don't know. They know. And she then tells them what happened with Nico, or what she thinks happened. She doesn't know what happened. Emma asks as if there were witnesses, and that's when Marie comes into the story. Marie is the Mari of this universe in Skam France. Mari's the one who tells Nora everything, just clears the air, tells her nothing happened. That's probably gonna happen in the next episode. And Daphne suggests that they go to the emergency room. Just to check things out. Okay, so the girls take Manon to the emergency room. And I was just wondering though, Manon didn't shower, so wouldn't there be evidence on her? Because, well, I'm assuming she didn't shower because her hair wasn't wet when she got home. And they showed Nora showering. Well, in some of the movies they show it, but they don't. In OG, I don't think they show it. They never bring that up. It's evidence. He can go to jail if there's, like, if anything is on her. But nothing was, obviously, we already know that. It's like this show already knows that nothing happened to Manon, so they didn't really want to go into detail about any of that. Moving on. So now on to the next day. And Manon meets Nico at a public cafe. And Manon lets him know straight away that she is underage when he offers her a beer. So she's already putting that out there because she didn't at first. I mean, wouldn't he assume that she is underage? He's so stupid. She's dating your boyfriend who is also a high schooler. So obviously she is a high schooler and probably underage. Is Nico stupid? He doesn't tell her straight up what happened. And this scene for some reason made me more annoyed than the one in OG. I want to do bad things to him. So annoying is he's flaunting the fact that he has naked pics of her on his phone. And a child. He's flaunting it. Oh yeah, I have these pics on my phone. Like, you're the one getting embarrassed, idiot, because you're the one who would be going to jail, because you're the idiot who kept naked pics of a young person on your phone. Then Manon tells him he's in deep shit. She starts spewing facts, laws, numbers, and she's like, bitch, you want to jail, you're disgusting. And plus she was recording him, so she got all the shit that he said because he was threatening her and saying she can't do anything. Oh yeah, I have naked pics of you on my phone. Oh my god, you're so dumb. And Manon throws the beer in his face, and that, I'm pretty sure that is what provoked him into telling Charles, because it pissed him off. He's embarrassed now. Like, she threw beer in his face in a public area. He's embarrassed, and then he tells Charles everything. This isn't over yet. Okay, it's not really a victory. There's still shit to handle because in the next scene is so friggin' bad. Okay, so in the next scene, the girls are talking about Marie and how she can probably clear everything up for Manon. And then Manon gets a text from Nico saying that he told Charles everything. And Charles is mad. Before I get mad, let me just talk about Charles being mad. Let me just talk about the scene as a whole. I love this scene. Okay, this is probably the only scene where I'm saying is better than OG Skam. And only because, not because it's Skam France, or because of the actors. They really sell it. And it's mostly because they're older and more mature actors than the ones in OG, because the ones in OG were younger, they were teenagers, but they're still really, really good. But in this one, holy crap. I love when I see characters cry, because it makes me cry. I'm a contagious crier. So Charles, he comes out of nowhere and says, "You slept with my brother, didn't you?" Well, he didn't say that. He says, "Tell me you didn't sleep." Yeah, something like that. And Manon cannot tell him no because she doesn't know either. She has no idea what happened between them. So she says, "I don't know." And then this is where I get mad, because what? Why Charles? I'm mad at Charles. Again, I'm mad at Charles. But what did Nico tell him? That's what I'm wondering, because they didn't actually sleep together. He had nothing on her except for those pics. So why did he obviously lied to Charles then? He obviously told her that, yeah, we slept together, but they didn't. So, asshole. Like, why would he believe Nico over his girlfriend. I feel terrible. I feel terrible for Manon. Like, I hate how the Williams treated the Noras. Like, it's so uncalled for. And then we get some tears and sadness. Oh my god, emotions, so many emotions. I am so sad. And then Charles runs away. I like how Manon didn't run after him like Nora did. She kind of does, but she gives up halfway. And OG, Nora basically tried to tackle him. And that was still really powerful in a way. That made me kind of tear up when I first watched it. I was like, oh my god, Nora. Because she was desperate, right, to hold on to this one thing that she finally connected to, that she opened up to, this one person. That's how I saw it. And in this one, she didn't jump on him like Nora did, but it's good though. It's sad stuff. That scene was so powerful in OG Skam. I remember watching for the first time, being like, oh my god, that's so powerful. And it's done. End of episode. End of my pain. Well, not really, because we need to talk a little bit more about this. This episode was so good. My brain hurts. The front of my brain, it's throbbing. Those scenes with the girls, though, those are so sweet. Those are really cute. I love it. Something that most of the remakes always get right is the girls' dynamic. Their chemistry is always there. It's always good. It's always realistic. It's so nice. I love scenes with them most of the time because it's like being in the same room with them. It's like I'm a part of their girl group. Is that weird? I also like how they didn't have some bad bitch music playing in the background when Manon was telling off Nico. Like in OG, it was like, I'm boss, it was, a victory, but it wasn't really in this one. And I like how they didn't play it off as one. I mean, it was a small victory, but Manon still doesn't know what happened to her. But Nico was still probably went in jail. But in Skam, it was like, it made you know right away that Nora is a freaking boss. Skam isn't known for being subtle, so it's fine. Still hate that Charles believed his pathological lying brother over his girlfriend. That never makes sense in any of the remakes. Why do they do that? It's so dumb. William goes on and on about how terrible of a person his brother is. He even warns Manon against it. And then when his brother, right when his brother tells him, oh yeah, I slept with your girlfriend, and he believes him, he's saying all the time, oh, my brother's out to get me, he's so toxic. And then he believes this freaking information from him that makes no sense because he knows Manon. He knows that she doesn't just sleep with anyone, especially her boyfriend's brother, who she knows is a toxic piece of shit. It just seemed out of character, but I digress. That is the end of the episode, friends. Comment down below what you thought of the episode. If you are viewing this on YouTube, please comment. If you aren't, come down to my channel and join the conversation or start it. And that is all for today's review of Skam France, Season 1, Episode 11. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you will stick around for more. I post once a week these days. Share maybe, like, maybe, subscribe, feel free. And I'll see you all next week for episode 12. I don't think episode 12 is as stressful as this one. I think episode 12 kind of takes it down. Try to have a better day than I am. Goodbye, fellas. Until next week. article